such a large percentage of people have never heard the term narcissistic abuse, and if they have no clue what it means. This unfortunately also includes some people who are actively being abused by narcissists. Today at QueenBeing.com, we're going to discuss narcissistic abuse awareness, so let's get started. My name's Angie Atkinson, and on this channel I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's just get going. Narcissistic abuse is a form of psychological and emotional abuse, primarily inflicted on us by people who have narcissistic personality disorder or people who have antisocial personality disorder, also known as psychopaths and sociopaths, people on the cluster B spectrum. And it's associated with a lack of empathy or an absence of conscience. Why has nobody actually heard about it, or very few people? I'll tell you something, when it happened in my life, I had no clue what it was. And I hear that from my clients all the time, or people who watch my YouTube videos. They say, I had no idea until I saw your video that this was a thing. I didn't even know I was being abused, because it's so subtle and pervasive. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, a member of my family, chances are that you already know you're not alone. However, what a lot of people don't realize is that we're way less alone than we think. You're not alone in this. But why aren't we already educated about this narcissistic abuse stuff? Well, it's because it's really invisible to the naked eye. When you're walking down the street, nobody can see that you have been abused by a narcissist. When we've been abused physically, we have marks on our face, we have broken bones, broken bodies. When we've been abused mentally, emotionally, psychologically, nothing shows through. That's one of the reasons most people don't even recognize this as a legitimate form of abuse. What you can't see is hard to talk about sometimes. That's why I do what I do, and why a lot of other people do what we all do in this area. We have to remember that narcissistic abuse is sneaky. It's covert sometimes. It's disguised as love or concern. It's not just a single act of cruelty. It's not just a poke or a single insulting comment. It's kind of pervasive. It's underhanded. It's abuse that is a string, sometimes lifetimes long, of verbal insults, undercuts, underhanded stuff. Sometimes something that could be said in a room full of people and you would be the only one who knew that it was an abusive thing that person said. It's that sneaky. See, the thing is, on paper, sometimes narcissists still appear perfect. Well, I never called you a name and I told you I loved you every single day. Or I showed up for every single baseball game and did all those things I was supposed to do. But what people don't see is behind closed doors, that person is actively abusing their family members, their spouses, their friends. See, none of those things are actually for those people. They're not for you. They didn't cook the dinners for you. They didn't go to the baseball game for you. They didn't go to your dance recital for you. They did all those things for the appearance of what other people around them would think, because more important to them than their own family members are the opinions of complete strangers. You're not being narcissistically abused if you got one insulting comment, or even if somebody went off on you out of the blue and cussed you out. You're being narcissistically abused if someone has insidiously, gradually, intentionally worked to erode your whole self. They take your self-worth, they take your self-esteem, and they crush it up into a small little piece of nothing and they throw it out. You are left spinning, lost, confused, angry, sad, empty. Narcissistic abuse is all about tearing you down so that they can obtain control of you as an individual, as a person. They will dominate, manipulate, intimidate, emotionally coerce you, withhold love, affection, food sometimes, money. They will lie to you. They will be extremely selfish and not concern themselves with your needs ever. They will guilt trip you, reject you, stonewall you, silent treatment you. They will financially abuse you. They will gaslight you. They will be so possessive you don't even know what to do with yourself, and on the flip side of it, they'll be crazy jealous, and if that doesn't happen, then they'll just be really jealous inducing. They will do things to make you feel jealous. They'll project all of their bad qualities onto you. The point is, sometimes someone in your life might be dealing with narcissistic abuse and you would never know it. You might even envy that person's life, not understanding what they're really dealing with. This leads me to the question of the day. And the question of the day is, have you been here? Have you experienced narcissistic abuse? If so, share your thoughts, share your ideas, share your experiences in the comment section below, and let's talk about it. Make sure you take a look at the links I'm leaving for you here and hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more about narcissistic abuse and recovery. And check out the links I left for you in the cards above. All right? That's all I've got for you right now. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.